Georgia town. His daddy died young and they laid him down. His mama was a girl with a heart as good as gold. I worked in the bayou till my hands they bled. Never understood what the government said. I worked like a man who knew he'd never grow old. And I remember one Christmas when I came back home, I looked around, but they were gone. I just stood in the rain and watched the mud roll down the hill. This country gives a little, but it takes a lot. It's got a lot of things that other places ain't got. It's got 3,000 miles of America to give you a thrill. I said she had a Cadillac heart and a pickup mind. She had 2 good arms and a dusty old bottle of wine. Well, the wine was made on the banks of the Mississippi River. Looking at American sun, give you a shiver. Well, I knew Nashville was just a mile away, with open arms and an open gate. Well, it sure looks good after 1,000 miles of road. Then I remember I was driving, I was thinking out loud about my brother Tom, asking if our daddy was proud of the life he lived and the children he'd seen grow. I said he had a Cadillac heart and a pickup mind. He had 2 good arms and a dusty old bottle of wine. Well, the wine was made on the banks of the Mississippi River. Looking at American sun, give you a shiver. And I say, hallelujah, hallelujah, just like they used to sing it down in New Orleans. Yeah, hallelujah, hallelujah, just like they used to sing it in the old black church. Hallelujah, hallelujah, just like they used to sing it down in New Orleans. Yeah, hallelujah, hallelujah, just like they used to sing it in the old black church. Well, I drove by a battlefield, a lot of them fell, fighting for things they didn't know too well. Down in their hearts they knew it was right. So if you think she's getting weak and the hate's within, I got news for you, outsiders, we're American. But when it comes down to it, I know this girl's gonna fight. I said she had a Cadillac heart and a pickup mind. She had 2 good arms and a dusty old bottle of wine. Well, the wine was made on the banks of the Mississippi River. Looking at American sun, give you a shiver. I said she had a Cadillac, whoa, and a pickup mind, a pickup mind. She had 2 good arms and a dusty old bottle of wine, a bottle of wine, a bottle of wine. Well, the wine was made on the banks of the Mississippi River. Looking at American sun, give you a shiver. Looking at American sun, give you a shiver. Looking at American sun, give you a shiver.